And the Black Effect didn't go. There's no other podcast under the Black Effect that is with Netflix. They just needed an urban show in that deal in order for them to not be considered, for it to not be considered a discriminatory deal. Because you know when Wanda and Monique got on their asses for not paying black artists what they were worth, so they took 4 major white podcasts that are bigger than The Breakfast Club from iHeart, and then they took the DEI show, The Breakfast Club. And guess who's climbing up? Winos, welcome. We ain't going nowhere. The only stipulation I have with my deals, it's gotta be free. They gotta access me free. If they wanna pay for my exclusive content, that's fine. But 98% of my shit gonna be free. And they gonna have a voice. Oh, you ain't gonna censor me. You ain't gonna censor me. They coming over to YouTube trying to snatch people from YouTube whole time. Ain't nobody bigger than YouTube.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Family, we are back. Tasha K. I don't know why these people play with Tasha K. Now, she gets a lot of information, and what she released recently, wow. She needs to be careful. She just exposed Breakfast Club. She exposed Netflix. She exposed Charlemagne. More so than anybody. But the message that I got from this is be careful what you wish for. Be careful what paperwork you sign. Let's get to these clips. We're going to review and react to some of these clips, y'all. Pay attention to what this woman does. Well, what she says. Pay attention to how your own people will do you worse than the people. And that's bad. She made a reference in this video. She said, if you are on welfare, you're making more than the people that work for Charlemagne. Let's get to it.
Breakfast Club wants out. Did I lie? They said I lied, but did I lie? They said I lied, but did I lie? All of them got fired. Their contracts weren't renewed. They're with Netflix. So when I was told, and I believe the story was planted to make it look like I was misinforming the public, the person who gave me the information gives me a lot of information. The information that you just saw on the Diggs Boys, okay? So when I was told that he didn't renew his contract with iHeart, it's because they didn't renew it in the same way. So now that I have all the details, I have all the details now, everything. And they can't say I'm really lying about it, right? So when I heard that, everybody was cheering him on, $200 million deal with Netflix, Charlemagne got this money. First of all, Charlemagne's show, The Breakfast Club, was number 5 of the podcasts that were picked. They had 4 other podcasts from iHeart that Netflix exclusively licensed from iHeart, so which means iHeart just traded them over to Netflix. Traded them over to Netflix. I think they sold 90% of their exclusivity, which means they obtained the right to audio, but all of that is reserved for Netflix, and how they want to drop it, they pretty much own it. So no, he didn't sign a traditional contract, and he did not sign a $200 million contract. He did not sign a $200 million contract. Okay? And his Black Effect network didn't sign either. Because they told me. The people that are assigned to him, they told me. Y'all welfare checks, if you're on welfare, is more than what Charlamagne is paying them on the Black Effect Network.
Now, contracts. And shout out to the person in my comments that corrected me. I would say likeliness, and it's likeness. But contracts. When you sign these contracts, like the people that signed to Charlamagne, they gotta go wherever Charlamagne went. Whoever bought him out or whatever they want to call it, those people have to go there because they're a part of Charlamagne's conglomerate. And that's the part about the likeness. All contracts aren't good, not whatsoever. And in I can't even talk. Geez, in a lot of situations, you don't have any control over what happens. Once you sign that line, it's over. You signed the line. And what's so crazy is that these contracts, they can be really short, but they're filled with a bunch of fluff. It could be the last paragraph on the third to last page that can alter everything that was before that last paragraph on the third to last page. Anyways, check this part out. Tasha K's cooking.
And you know what's so bad about the Black Effect Network? Because a lot of y'all will say, oh, Tasha, you're hating. This is a good thing. Charlamagne gets a budget for the views and the streams that are brought in. And yeah, he gives them pennies. But what they're missing out on this type of deal is that they're running ads on these people's content. They don't get a fraction of the ad dollars that's being made off of these black podcasts that Charlamagne just, I own them. And so he can leverage them to say, this is what I need, this is how much ads you're making, and I'm gonna give them, and I'm gonna split up the funds here. Then his show gets picked up by Netflix, and it is a download deal. It's a vacuum cleaner deal. Like, how many vacuum cleaners can you sell? I told y'all that. And I've had people that are signed to the Black Effect tell me personally, you broke it down to the T. I was like, how does she know? Because I know the industry. I know the industry that I'm in. Nobody can come play with me when it comes to my numbers, my platform, what you gonna do for me? No, what can we do together? It ain't what you can do for me, because I know if you're trying to do something for me, what you trying to take from me? What is it that you see that I don't see? And I'm gonna figure out what it is that you don't see so I can leverage that more. But guess what? The Breakfast Club was a heavy competitor out here. And I'm gonna say something that's going to probably piss them off. They out the way. So guess who they're piping and soft rolling onto the radio? It's competition. It's a competitive landscape. Competitive, highly competitive. And the fact that Just Hilarious is out here telling the business, look what she said, y'all, look what she said. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we gotta find other content to do that can go on our other platforms. But it's okay, because Just Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Just's Thoughts.
Contracts. I know they thought they hit a lick. Now, the thing is, crossing your audience over to different platforms. Hence the reason I haven't tried a Twitch or anything like that, because I don't want to have to migrate my people from one place that they're used to seeing me at to another. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know what incentivized the Breakfast Club to just leave YouTube. I really don't. What they've done is put themselves in a box. They put themselves in a box. They put a cap on themselves. People that will watch them from across the water and all over the place, They can't just freely watch them anymore. You can't just go to YouTube and catch Donkey of the Day, or, well, I don't know about Donkey of the Day, but you can't catch any usual Breakfast Club, period. Shout out to Angela Yee. She got up out of there and she did her own thing. With the way Jess Hilarious is talking, though, I can guarantee you those higher ups are sitting there like, she talks too much. She's going to be a problem. How can we dispose of her? Mark my words. Give it about 60 days. They're probably talking about it right now. What she's doing is exactly what they don't want you to do. Now, she's not speaking out saying no wild stuff, but she's releasing the business. And also, she's showing her other route that she's going to take to counteract what Netflix contract entails. Is that a breach? Anyways, check out this next clip.
So now she got a new show called Jess's Thoughts on her Instagram page, because nobody watches her YouTube at all, okay? Nobody. And she's supposed to be a morning show host, okay? But I'm just saying, nobody watches it, so now she can't even do Jess with the Mess. Something she coined before the Breakfast Club, but she gave her intellectual property rights over to iHeart, and iHeart sold it to somebody else, and she don't have no say-so over something that she intellectually created before the Breakfast Club. So now she got to do Jess's Thoughts. The engagement is done. Here's why it's stupid. This is why it was a stupid deal. One, you're used to a audience that likes to talk about the news, that likes to do what y'all doing here. It's like, what, 10,000 of y'all just on YouTube. We're streaming on Bigo, X right now, Facebook. We're streaming everywhere, okay? Our numbers are crazy, all right? Two, you get to interact with people. Y'all get to discuss. It's not just a one-sided conversation. Nobody's going to Netflix to Netflix and chill and binge watch the Breakfast Club episodes. It's just not happening. Nobody's leaving a free platform that you guys coined for years and got them used to go over to Netflix and sit down, and then they can't comment on exactly what they're used to doing. You didn't even soft roll your audience over there. This is an unmonetized audience that's not used to being called to do and pay for things from y'all, and now you're just gonna snatch it away from it and tell them, oh, you want us? Because you bigger than the program? Come see us. And they're saying no in the comments. But why it was crazy is because Netflix, I took a little weekend trip to Mexico. And when I got word that they were unhappy about how much exclusivity power that Netflix has, I said, well, let me see if I can access the show on Netflix in Mexico. No. Contrary to popular belief, yes, Netflix is a global platform, but you have to be licensed in Mexico to be able to see it. You can't see it. I don't know how many other countries that is, but you take your audience, you take your show of a platform that gives you a global audience, global brand, that exposes you to people that would have never heard of you, and then you isolate them only to a U.S. market of Netflix, because they haven't even got the license right to expand it. You're literally starting from scratch. I told you. And so Netflix loves to do things, and as soon as they do it, if it doesn't work, they're going to drop it. So now they've cultivated this movement, and now they're censored. The same thing they've been calling for them to do to me is censor me. Whole time, y'all are censored. Nobody hears what y'all are saying. Where y'all at? Charlamagne Envy, you can't even post about your own show until Netflix say it. They don't have no experience in podcasts. They don't know how to cultivate shows. They know movies, but they don't know podcasts. You letting them experiment on you.
That's crazy work just to ditch your audience like that. And that's really how I look at it. I can't see it any other way. The money talked, they walked. Not everybody has Netflix. I haven't had a Netflix account since a while. A while. Now, think about how many people that closes off. And Tasha said something about the different countries and this and that, and people that can't access it, that usually could access it through YouTube. Come on, man. Now, I will say this. I can guarantee you they probably had more creative control with YouTube, period. The only people I can see really benefiting from this, okay, Breakfast Club might have got a nice check, but how long will that last? You're making the people that admired your show pay Netflix to watch you guys. Netflix put their hands in their bag, and they let them. Watch Jess Hilarious. She's so not hilarious. I didn't even think she was funny when she did skits. Not at all. I don't even see how she made it to Breakfast Club, for real, for real. But keep an eye on that woman, y'all, and pay attention to this whole situation. I'm out. Peace.